This is Raptor News. Who are our friends and who is not our friends? A moral lesson. The first one to offer the hand of friendship has the control and the power in the relationship over the other. The first is always the foremost. 1 John 2:9. If anyone claims to be in the light, and that's to be guided by God, but hates his brother, he is still in the darkness. We're going to clarify. Every brother ain't a brother. Every brother is not a brother. So we have to distinguish who is our brother and who is not our brother. And that way we can tell who is our friend and who's not our friend. Let's go further. Matthew 10:6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So if you are looking for a friend, you go to your brethren first. Rather you will go there. Rather than any place else in the whole world, you go to your brothers in a certain locale, meaning that these people have to come from the house of Israel if you're trying to make a friend. I'm just going by the scriptures. Let's keep going. When you go to this brother, Isaiah 58:1, you cry aloud because what? They lost. He didn't say go to the perfect person, the most friendliest person, the person whom you think you can love, the person who you would like to be down with and friends with. No. He said these people have to be lost. That's who you rather go to. Cry aloud, spare them not, once you reach the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people, our people, their transgressions, so they don't be lost anymore. That's a friend. And the house of Jacob, show them their sins. Right? So he's telling us to go to the lost house of what? Start from the beginning again. He's telling us first, you don't hate your brother. You don't hate or fear people who look like you. But we got to find out that there is some people that look like you that is not your brother. So if we're going to steer someone right, we have to tell them the whole story. Okay. But your brother is lost. Right? And so we're going to help our brother be found. So we're going to cry aloud, yell, spare not his or her feelings. We're going to lift up our voices like a trumpet. That means with no fear. That means with authority. And show our people their transgressions. He didn't say hide them. He said we don't talk about that. We don't mention gay. We don't mention carnal. We don't mention none of these things. No, he said mention them. He said expose the hypocrites. And the house of Jacob, expose their sins. Show them their sins. Okay, so we ain't despising our brothers. We're following the scriptures. We're going to our lost brothers and sisters, and then we are raising our voices up in no fear that they're going to be mad at us, disown us, hate us, and we're going to show them their transgression. Because what is God doing in this? He's showing you who is your friend and who is your brother by their reaction. That's what he's showing you. He's showing you who is your friend and who is your enemy by when you come to them and tell them and do as such as God commanded to them, their reaction is going to tell you who they are to you. That way, you know your friends and your enemies, and no one deceive you. Let's keep going. Matthew 18:15. Moreover, if your brother shall trespass against you, go and tell him his fault between you and him alone. If he shall hear you, you have gained your brother. Your brother, says Christ, and your mother and your brother is he who obey God and his commandments. If they don't obey God and God's commandments, how can they be your friends? Why would they listen to you if they would not even listen to the Creator? You're cooler than the Creator. Matthew 18:17. And if he neglect to hear you, tell it to the congregation. Tell it to Israel. I went to my brother, he won't listen to me. I went to my sisters, they won't listen to me. I went to my son and my daughter, they won't listen to me. And the congregation is going to approach them. Hey, look, by the Most High God, he wants us to act this way. By the Most High God, he wants us to stop eating pork. By the Most High God, he wants us to worship him and him alone. By the Most High God. So the congregation now is coming to you saying what? All of Israel is going and saying, listen to God. You should hear your brother. He's telling you right? But if he neglect to hear this congregation, then let him be unto you as a heathen and a man, a publican, a tax collector, right? A heathen and a tax collector, right? Let him be to you like that. You ain't supposed to be dealing in taxes or heathens. So that's how you can tell who your friend is and who your brother is and who is not. They have to be able to hear the words of God. You have to go to their lost tales and tell them, here's what the Most High God says. I am coming in the name of the Most High God to tell you his statutes, his commandments, and his decrees. Will you listen to me and be my brother? Or will you forsake me and be another? 2 Corinthians 6:14. Then be not equally yoked together with unbelievers, whether it's your kinfolk or somebody else that work with you or people you used to kick it with. If they not serving God like you serving God, they cannot be your friends. For what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness? Why would you be walking with the devil when God hates the devil? And what communion has light with darkness? Why are you walking with a blind person and you got the light? If you got the light and you give them that light and they reject that light, let their asses stay in darkness. That's where they want to. They cockroaches. Let's keep going. Proverbs 18:24. A man that has friends must show himself friendly first. Right? So, and to make friends, you got to go be friendly. What's friendlier than talking about God and what God's statutes and decrees and everything else is to save that person's soul from hell and your own? And there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. And a lot of us know this. We're like, this is how my brother treats me. But this dude over here, or this female over here, they treat me like my brother should treat me, with love and respect and honor and everything else. This is how they treated me. Like a brother. I have said those words, and I'm pretty sure you have as well. Galatians 5:22. Now we're going to get in, this is your brother. Your brother should be in the spirit. So it ain't about people. It's about God. And anybody who makes it about people ain't your brother. Everybody who makes it about God and you stick with God, the whole duty of man is to serve God. then those are your friends that got it right. Not too many people going to get it right. Galatians 5:22, but the fruits of the Spirit is love. So this is how these people should be coming. They should be coming with love, joy, peace, forbearance. That means they tolerating you. Kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and controlling themselves, self-control. They ain't going and knocking you upside your head every time you don't want to hear what they got to say. They let you go on your way. Against such things there is no law. Galatians 5:19. Now the works of the flesh. Anybody doing any of these things and disobeying the Most High God is not your friend. Anybody committing adultery, they ain't a friend. They are beacons to hell. All they doing is inviting you to that lifestyle. Anybody gay, they ain't your friends. They inviting you to that lifestyle. Fornicators, people who are unclean, eating pork and all that. Lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft. Why are you dealing with people doing witchcraft? You know they're going to put a spell on you, or probably already have. Hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, sedition, heresies. And every last one of us know these people. It's the majority of the world. Envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in the past, the ones that do such things do not enter into the kingdom of the Most High God. Why are you kicking it with people who going to hell? That is fuel for the fire of hell. We don't kick it with fuel. Fuel is not your friend. Who get that? If you're kicking it with fuel, you're going to burn with that fuel. So he says, anybody who walking with them in the end is going to get punished with them. He told you to flee the midst of them so you don't share in their iniquities and their plagues. Once you heard coronavirus, whether it's real or it ain't real, it's a plague. Whether that plague is a lie that they saying is spreading, like wildfire, the plague is the mental disease then. You don't share in the mental disease of these people. Don't everybody got masks on sharing in that plague? The delusion, the illusion. Yeah. And they kind of force you to have a mask on to share. And the doctor's advice is this, that you're going to cause more people to get sick because people should be breathing in germs and stuff so their immune system can build up. But when they got their masks and everything on, once they get exposed, now everybody going to get sick. Don't you know it's a plan and they setting all this up? Yes, it is. A good tree, then, don't bear bad fruit. If evil is coming out of their mouth, hatred and variance and all that stuff already about you, you done heard that they done said this and said that about you, verify and see if it's the truth. And if it's the truth, they're showing you they're not your friend. Who is our friends then? Take it from the top. The lost sheep that actually listen to the Most High God. This is Rap the News.